I'm John Gray, glad you're with us. In her report, New York's Inspector General Lucy Lang accepting the findings of the National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB's own investigation into the 2018 limo crash in Schoharie that killed 20 people.
She agreed that DOT and DMV failed to utilize all legal remedies to bring the limo company Prestige Limo, which was operated by Nauman Hussein, into compliance with laws and regulations. Capitol correspondent Jamie DeLine shares recommendations that the IG is now making for the two state agencies.
The State Inspector General's 29-page report found no evidence of misconduct by DOT or DMV employees, but rather gaps in policies, procedures, and interagency communication.
Jamie, if I did as many things wrong as the Husseins did in their applications for that limousine at DMV, misrepresenting what the vehicle was, misrepresenting the number of passengers, and the follow-up or non-follow-up of DOT, DMV as a result of that, I can't say it's criminal, but it's certainly heartbreaking to every family member that knows that they had that chance, that opportunity to do their job. And if they did their job in the way they should have done their job, our kids would be alive today.
Kevin Cushing, who lost his son Patrick in the crash, said there were close to a dozen times as to when the limo could and should have been taken off the road.
There was no excuse for that vehicle to be on the road. And DOT and DMV played a part in letting that vehicle continue to be in service.
The New York Inspector General recommends DOT train its staff on the immobilizing, impounding of, and seizure of license plates from stretch limos not in compliance. Ensure registration suspensions for unsafe limos are not restored without proof that problems have been fixed. And implement a process to make sure both DOT and DMV are notified of discrepancies. The report comes after the state's Limo Safety Task Force issued its recommendations earlier this month. Now that this report has been released, Senator Jim Tedisco is calling for a legislative hearing to further look into these two state agencies.
What we need now is to know the names of those individuals, their leadership positions or what positions they had who didn't make the right calls.
A spokesperson for the governor says that the IG's report has been reviewed and that they're looking forward to working with DMV and DOT to implement the appropriate recommendations. In Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.
And be sure to stay with News 10 for the latest fallout from the tragedy in Schoharie, both on air and online at news10.com.